Hello, good evening. Hello to everyone. Welcome to yet another draft. I say yet, it's been a while, on the channel. This time we're doing a Zendikar Worldwake draft. As first single limb one we've done, which is unfortunate as I don't know how to fake videos yet if I get knocked out, so let's just hope we win. Which we're probably going to do. We've got Vampire Nighthawk. My record so far in Zendikar Worldwake has been quite bad, and I've got to the final. The last 5 drafts and bloody lost every one. So let's try and go one better. And I think Vampire Nighthawk's a really good way to do that. That's not really good. I mean, Vampire Nighthawk's the best card by an absolute mile. Probably even in the set. Like, Inferno Trap's really good, doing 4 damage to a creature. Into the Roar's great, but it's no Vampire Nighthawk. I started a deck with 2 of them, didn't win, so see if we can go one better. Nighthawk in belly. Okay. Well, the deck I just had was mono black, and it was very good. And I think mono black is probably the way to go here. I mean, Kazoo Warlord's good. Yeah, I mean, it's just... Is it better than Vampire Lacerator? Probably might be, perhaps is. I mean, what are the allies we're playing in red and black? From this pack, we're hoping to get the Balaged Thief, the Pumas, the cheap ones in red, the Highland Berserker. I suppose as the black ones come through in the end. Black ones come through in the third pack, the one that can't block for 2 mana 2/2. I'm not as familiar with this set as I could be. Maybe I just take it. I mean, because all is really good, right? It's a 5 mana 4/4 that pumps your team if you've built it around it. I mean, we miss out on the Lacerator, but it's early enough, and red black's great. Okay, let's go down this route. I regret everything. Excuse me. Well, there's no allies. Let's just take Crypt Ripper. Crypt Ripper's really quite good. Or we could take Giant Scorpion. Or we could take Torchslinger. We could do a lot of things, is what I'm trying to get across here. If we go mono black, Crypt Ripper is really, really good. Giant Scorpion's good. Torchslinger is... I mean, and the... Torchslinger and Nighthawk don't go in the same deck, though, because they're very colour. They're very, they take extreme... They both take a lot of their particular colours, what I'm trying to get across here. Hence my desire for mono black. I think I want to take Crypt Ripper. I think Nighthawk's better than Warlord. So if we're going to go down one avenue, let's hope it's black. Crypt Ripper's great in mono black, otherwise it's just playable. Ooh. Well, that mono black dream's getting there. I think we take the Diabolist with the Warlord. As I was saying about mono black, just ignore it. It's better than the Hot Mosquito. Mosquito's quite good, but it's not... I don't know, I've never found it to be insane. It's a good top deck late. Early on, you're kind of just waiting around there for it to be better. Quest for Pure Flame isn't particularly good at all. I really like Nissa's Chosen, but we're not in that particular deck. Bloodseeker's just a lot worse than Diabolist, and Blood Tribute's not really playable. Okay, let's take the Diabolist and go black-red allies, maybe? Who knows? By gum. Just going to take the Hex Mage. I think the Hex Mage is more of a pick than the Feast of Blood. Hex Mage is really good. Feast of Blood requires a bit of build around. At the moment we've only got 1 vampire. Let's take a second vampire. Maybe it wheels. Maybe get another one. Who knows? Hex Mage is great though. Ooh, that's a late Lacerator. Kind of wish we took the first Lacerator now, but I still think the Warlord could make the deck. I mean, if we're going to play anything with black, we'd probably want it to be red. Lacerator's great. We could completely abandon everything, go Hedron Crabville, but I don't like that. Core Aeronaut's really good, but the thing I found playing white and black together is that they are both, like I was trying to say before, and struggling a lot. Very mana-hungry colours. Like, we've already got 3 double blacks, that's a double white, with a kicker including another white. I think I might just take Teetering Peaks. Like, Minus Null is probably the worst black playable, the worst black card that's on the fringe of being playable. And Teetering Peaks, even if we are playing mono black, we could potentially splash it to get through a bit of punch. Let's take the Peaks. It's looking good. It's a very late, well, it's not a very late black ally, but it's very late playable for our deck. And it goes... Grimscover is kind of good. Well, it's not good, but it's playable. Soulstar Expedition, I like it more than Needlebite Trap. I don't think this is aggressive enough. We haven't got the Lacerators and the Ghoul Drazes to go pure aggro drain you. I think I want the Expedition. Probably it's a sideboard option. I mean, we hope to get better cards, but I usually end up playing when I'm in black. Problem with black usually is I often find myself playing it with crappy black cards, because crappy black cards are usually better than any other cards, any of the other colours in this particular format of Zendikar, because black's just so strong. But this time we seem to have decent black cards. We've got a good basis upon which to build. I'm just going to take this that's shiny and it says black. Yeah. It's pretty though. So I've yet to open any fetch really, apart from I've opened one Marsh Flats, which was lovely, but apart from that, I'm fetchless. Maybe that's a bit of a reach if we have to play it, which I assume we won't. I did end up playing Sadistic Sacrament in my other deck though, which is basically a shitty and infinite obliteration. Black, 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 search their library for 3 cards and exile them, or kick it for 7 more and get 10. No, 15 more. No, 12 more, 15. Played it once, regretted it immensely, and then decided to tap for another mindless null. It's a lovely, lovely island. I'm ill, I'm off my head. It's a mountain. Ignore me. Ignore everything. Apart from the draft. Look at the draft. This is quality drafting. So we have 3 allies. If we're playing the Warlord, that's not bad start at all. Diabolus is a nice bit of reach. Sellsword is just a body. 4 mana 3/3. It's a hill giant that gets bigger. Grim Discovery and Soul Star Expedition. I don't see us playing both of them. I like Expedition a little bit more. Let's put this here. Okay, let's see what the next pack brings us. But to have this many good playables in black after pack 1's kind of good. Apologies for the cold. I blame y'all. I also blame the cruelty of the world. Last pick Island. Wasn't Island, was Plains. Did the joke again. Right, on we go. This pack's terrible. So I suppose we take Slaughter Cry. Yeah, I mean, there's some great green cards, but I really don't want to first pick a green card here. I don't really want to. I mean, my first pick is a good black-red deck. Second pick's mono black. I don't think green factors in this anywhere. There's a Cliff Thread is quite good. Virbo is really good. Blade Heart's pretty good as well. I mean, Mark of Mutiny is interesting, but I think Slaughter Cry is just better. The way Mark's actually set up is you have to win that turn, or you just strengthen something. It's so much worse than the modern Act of Treason effects, in my opinion. And Slaughter Cry's pretty good combat trick, right? Ooh, Punishing Fire is really good. Okay, we are looking to be black-red then. I mean, Journey to Nowhere is good as well, but yeah, same thing about white. There's a few really good white-blue cards here actually, but I mean, Punishing Fire is just great, right? Shock, buy it back. I mean, I like the Scorpion and Mosquito, but Punishing Fire is just a really good reason to be red. Yeah, I think we take the Puma. The Puma's pretty good. Blocks Intimidates, creatures, triggers Warlord, Diabolus, Sellsword. It's a 3-drop. We don't have many good 3-drops aside from the best 3-drop ever in Vampire Nighthawk. Let's take the Puma and be happy with it. I just love playing Allies. Allies is really fun. Sadly, we're not in white, because then we can get the Join the Ranks 3 and a white instant from the last pack, which has put 2 instant speed allies onto the battlefield, which might be my favourite card. We just have a Vampire Nighthawk instead, which is infinitely better, but let's take out Grim Discovery at the moment. How many vampires do we actually have? Not that we're thinking of playing this. I assume this isn't a vampire, of course it's a shade. So it's kind of more mid-rangey at the moment than what I'm used to. Usually when I'm playing black, I just seem to end up with Surcon Marauders, which is a good place to be in. They're a good card. 1 and a black for a 2/1 Intimidatrix, or Intimidatrix, if that's what you prefer. See, Quest for the Gravelord is really, really good. Scoop Mob is great as well, but yeah, we're not green. I think Quest for the Gravelord is the pick. Whenever a creature dies, you may put a quest counter on it. When you get 3 quest counters, get a 5/5 black zombie giant creature token. I mean, a 5/5 is really, really, really big in this format, especially for black. There's another Slaughter Cry is the other pick. Maya Blight's terrible. Hedron Scrabbler's a 2-drop. I just think it's Gravelord, though. Gravelord's a really good card. And we're playing black-red. Things are going to die. Well, black was open the other way, not this way, though. Calny Gem, I've played it before, but I see no reason to play it this time. I suppose we get more land drops for Expedition, but it's just not very good. I'm wasting everyone's time. It does help with double coloured costs, though. I don't know why I'm talking so much. Vampire's Bite's fine, I guess. The thing is, I don't really like it. I mean, it's a poor trick. We've got a lot of first strike, or we've got one first strike. This format's so racy, though, that it's sometimes just doing 3 damage. Usually use it as a bolt. It's fine. Not great, but fine. There's a Survivalist, just a rub in on off being in green. So green's very much open this pack, but it's too late for that. I mean, we could take the Calny Gem, we could just take the 3-drop. Again, the Calny Gem is not really what you want in a black-red aggro-ish deck, so I'm just going to take the Mindless Null and hope to not play it, but assume I'm going to have to. Some more good red, some more good blue and green. Well, green in particular. No, that's not playable. I always forget which one that is. It's the bad one. Let's go for Slaughter Christ. Slaughter Christ's fine. Slaughter Christ is a lot better than Vampire's Bite. Yeah, I mean, Magmarist playable. Sack a land, do some damage. Let's take this. So it seems like we're not the only person who had the idea of going to black-red. It seems like there's some very good late picks here. I mean, Welcome Turn's great. Aerialist is good for the allies deck, and Blue Vines is great. Sanctifiers doesn't really wreck us. Let's take the Welcome Turn. Welcome Turn seems more annoying. Yeah. Sure, we can take another Grim Discovery. So we're going to have to get there on playables this pack. See, this is the problem going to black-red in this format, is that everyone's got the same idea. I mean, we got a really good first pick in the Vampire Nighthawk, but I imagine someone else picked up a Marsh Casualty, someone else picked up a Disfigure, all of which are very viable first picks that made you think, I'll just play black. And then we got a good red card, made you think, oh, I'll just play red. For too long, don't read versions, it's a shower of shite. But we could open Raging Ravine and just take that. How much is Raging Ravine work? Excuse me while I see whether or not I'm going to value draft it. I have been very struggling to open up rare lands of value. I don't think Raging Ravine is one of them. Or Raging Ravine, I suppose it'd be called. Come on. Raging, if it's anything less than like 5 tickets, which I suspect it is, I'm just going to take the 2-drop. Well, this is taking a while. We could just take Cunning Spark Mage. Well, it's so good in a format like this. Let me see Raging Ravine. That's all I want to see in life. There we go. Worldwake. I mean, the pinger's great. You know what, this is exciting as this is, I'm going to go for the pinger. Ping, ping, ping. Hopefully we can wield the Bojuka Brigand. But a pinger, I suspect, having not played with this, is amazing in this format. Yeah, 2 pingers is probably even better. Let's go for it. Passing all the rare lands. How much was it worth out of interest? Oh, 666, bollocks. Oh well. We got a pinger. I mean, Urge to Feed's great. We are somewhat heavy black. Let's take Urge to Feed. I've never played with Chain Reaction. I don't think it's something I want to play in a creature heavy deck. Whereas I know I want to play Urge to Feed in a deck. Oh dear, my Raging Ravine value throwaway. But we might win the draft because of Cunning Spark Mage. It is very, very good. Quest for the Nailstone. What the bloody hell does this do? Whenever opponent discard. Okay, nothing. That's bad too. Let's just take the Caustic Crawler. Caustic Crawler looks kind good. Well, it is expensive. We've got a few more expensive things as well. So maybe the vampires is just the pick. It's good. Well, it's not good early. It's acceptable early. Works well with Hexmare with Urge to Feed. I suppose it can trigger Gravelord. I haven't played with this though. It might be great. 5 mana. I suppose the deck's not too quick. Let's go for that. We've got 2 pingers, so this game's not going to be over too quickly. Seer's Sundial. I've yet to play that too, but it looks fun. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 2. If you do, draw a card. Alternatively, we can play the Battle Singer, which is a 2-drop, which triggers the allies, which we may just want to do. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 allies at the moment. I suppose we need a 2-drop. I mean, the Quag Vampires is good, but I suspect one of the other one might wheel. The pack does seem quite strong. Skitter of Lizards, you don't really want it in a non-mono red deck. I'm just going to take this for the ally value and a 2-drop. I don't know if it's the right pick, but too late. Well, this pack's not great for us. Do I want Kite Sail? Have we got lots of... we've got lots of... Well, we haven't got as many cheap, crappy creatures I'm used to. That being said, I don't really want the Skitter of Lizards. Again, we're not mono red, so it's not... It doesn't just scale up, it is a real cost. I mean, Big Swing probably get it to just a 3-3 without... I mean, unless we've got a very red heavy draw. Let's just take Kite Sail. I don't know if we'll play it, but alas, we have the opportunity. Pulse Tracker's kind of okay. I mean, Gotag Thrash is another 5-drop, probably not what we want. Let's go for Pulse Tracker, gets them down low. Works well with Kite Sail, which I've changed my mind. Looks like we're going to play after all. All these cards look shite. Well, Fledgling Griffin's really good, so let's just take that from someone. Oh, Bojica Brigand, that is a really good wheel for us. Smouldering Spires is pretty good too. Okay, so what do we want to cut? Probably a Vampire's Bite. And the decks turn out okay, actually. We probably don't need 2 of these Spires. Minus Null. It's just not a great card. Do we want 18 lands? We've got 1 expedition that's landfall dependent. We haven't got much landfall in terms of creatures. We have got double black. Albeit not double red anywhere. Don't really have any mana sinks. No, we have landfall here, but... Scrib Nibblers isn't really what we want to be doing, is it? Exiling their cards and gaining life. Not for me, mate, not for me. Let's take the beautiful land. This card's playable, let's take that. Another beautiful land. So do we want to play 18 or do we want to play 17? I've been playing 17 mostly, but I mean the prevailing wisdom I hear is to play 18. I don't want a Grim Discovery and a Soulstar Expedition. I mean with the Kite Sail as well, there's not going to be... I'm hoping too many creatures aren't going to die. 2 Spark Mages kind of guess. It's... Well, we've got a Magma Rift as well. Double black there, double black with a Crypt Ripper, which scales depending on black. Haven't got any of the things that... the multi-kicker cards. I suppose I could have taken one instead of the Battle Singer. We got quite lucky to pick up a Brigand. I mean, what do I play instead of us? I just play Mindless Null. I don't really want to play Mindless Null. It's Grim Discovery. Vampire Bite. Well, Vampire Bite's playable. No, I think I'll run 18. Let's see what they recommend and then change accordingly. Right, so we obviously want more black than red. We've got only 1... Well, we've got a Pulse Tracker as well. So how many red drops have we got early on? We want the Spark Mage on 3, definitely. So we probably want 7, 8. 8's fine with 2 taps. 8, 10 can reliably get us double black on turn 2, I believe. We probably want 10, 11. 10 or 11 to get that for sure. I think we probably want to cut 1 red for a black. And go 11, 7. Yeah, and the red lands come in tapped isn't too bad because they do strengthen the black creatures which are already going to be out there. Okay, seems pretty good. Well, let's see how it goes. Again, I don't know how to fake the results or change the screen to make it look like we weren't to if we don't win all the rounds. So we won't lose. We're not going to lose. We won't lose with this. We have lost a bloody raging ravine. I'll stop talking about it and I'll see you in round 1.